Have you thought about how you can improve your mediumship once you have started to be in contact with loved ones in the world of spirit? Well, I'm going to talk about this. So if you're interested in it, stay tuned. My name is Helena Lindblom, and I have worked with both mediumship and healing for many years. In this video, I will talk about how we can further develop our ability to interpret the impressions we perceive from the spirit world. When it comes to being in contact with loved ones in the spirit world, it cannot work with our physical energy, but it is the spiritual energy that is within us that we use. That is what we need to build up, and it is something which happens as we continue to practice, but also to actively sit and build the power. It's kind of like going out running for the first time. It's almost like you're about to faint after maybe 200 meters. But then every time we're out running, we're going to be able to do a little more each time. That's where we push ourselves and build our fitness and stamina. And that's what it is to maintain our mediumship and what we're building this energy for. But also to spiritualize ourselves, to become a better version of ourselves. Because when we have worked more on our shortcomings, we become a better channel for their world by doing so. The medium which has done this job and is continuously doing it does not have as many personal issues in the way, which must be filtered through before loved ones can get through what they truly wish to relay. That is the first step in the development of our spiritual abilities. If we are not in contact with spirit, if we have not built this energy enough to maintain the link once we have initiated it, then we are psychics. We need to be under the direction of spirit and in their energy to be a medium. This is what we need to learn to link with spirit and then be able to maintain the link long enough for this communication to come through, and that we can do it with quality. We enter an altered state of consciousness, but it's not like going into trance in any way. Daydreaming is an altered state of consciousness as well. And when we meditate, we are in an altered state too. And when we administer spiritual healing. So when we don't use the physical brain, we allow ourselves to stand aside and be this channel for their world. Then we are also in an altered state of consciousness. So we need to move into this state, this inner state, because this energy works through our subconscious mind. It is thereby through our soul, our subconscious mind. It is through this which it functions. It is not through our conscious mind that it works, although we need to use it to understand what we are perceiving. I'll explain what I mean by that. When we initiate a link with someone in the spirit world, we are in contact with a mind outside of ourselves, which is now in the spirit world. This communication takes place through mind to mind and through thought transference. These impressions that we receive and perceive are filtered through our subconscious mind, which then brings it to the conscious mind so that we can put words to what we are experiencing. The recipient hopefully then understands what it is we are experiencing by what we are relaying to them. The less our consciousness is in and interprets what we are experiencing and tries to decide what is right and what is not, the better your mediumship will work. We need to learn to develop these abilities that we have. Our soul understands and knows about the spirit world, but our physical mind knows nothing at all about it. So this is what we need to learn to find out within ourselves, how we work and what works for us. Because we are unique, there is no one else like us, and our spirit guides don't know everything about us either. They learn more about us and how we work when we are practicing and interpreting the energies which we perceive or not. They will try to do certain things with us and help us perceive information, but we will not perceive everything. We may also perceive it in a slightly different way than how they had intended. So then they have to scratch their heads a little bit and think about how they can do it differently so that we can perceive and understand what the loved ones are trying to convey to us. They also need to experiment with us, with our energy, but they can only do that when we sit in the power and when we practice. That's why it is so important that we do our part as well, since this is a partnership between us and our spirit team. When we learn to be in contact with the spirit world, it will be in different stages. So that is mediumship. This is the foundation. What we need to learn first and foremost is to open up our sensitivity, to be sensitive to the energies around us. For this to happen, we need to set aside both time for ourselves and for the development. And it takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. This is something that also determines how much time and discipline we devote to this work. No matter how good an ability we have been born with, we still have to develop it. We just can't wake up one day and know everything. That's not possible. But one step at a time, with love for what we do, with respect and love for our fine guides who guide us through on this path, and with tolerance and patience, discipline, and above all, humbleness, we will get there. If you found this video interesting and would like to know more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the little bell so you'll be informed every time I upload a new video. With that said, I wish you all the best and take care, and I'll see you in the next one.